As the sun stretched its golden fingers across the sleepy town of Willow Creek, a quaint coastal haven nestled between towering cliffs and the roaring ocean. Four friends found themselves gathered around a weathered wooden table at their favorite cafe, the Seashell Cove. Amidst the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the gentle chatter of locals, Nia, with her contagious enthusiasm, waved her arms in excitement. "Guys, listen up. I found the perfect spot for our weekend getaway." Her dark curls bounced as she pointed to a weathered map spread across the table, marked with intriguing symbols and faded lines leading to a remote beach. Alex, the adventurous soul, leaned in closer, his hazel eyes lighting up with curiosity. "That place looks secluded. How did you stumble upon it?" Nia grinned mischievously, holding up her phone to display a mysterious message board where rumors of a haunted shipwreck washing ashore had sparked her interest. "There's an abandoned ship rumored to hold secrets. It's a bit spooky, but imagine the stories we'll uncover." Beside her, Emily, the cautious thinker, pushed her glasses up her nose, a mix of skepticism and intrigue in her voice. Haunted ship or not, a weekend by the sea sounds perfect. Plus, who doesn't love a bit of mystery? Nate, the laid-back musician with a perpetually easygoing demeanor, strummed an impromptu tune on his guitar. "Count me in. I'll bring the tunes for our beach bonfire." And so, with the promise of adventure and the thrill of uncovering hidden secrets, their plans for a beach outing were set in motion, weaving together the melody of anticipation and the rhythm of their unbreakable friendship. As the friends navigated their way along a winding coastal path, the salty breeze whispered secrets of the sea, guiding them toward their mysterious destination. The air thickened with anticipation, each step carrying them closer to the unknown. At last, the dense foliage parted, revealing the secluded beach cradled between rugged cliffs. The once mighty shipwreck, now weather-beaten and worn, lay stranded on the shore like a forgotten relic from a bygone era. Its skeletal frame stood as a haunting reminder of a past lost to the depths. Nia's eyes widened, mirroring the awe reflected in her friends' faces as they beheld the eerie sight before them. The ship's timbers groaned in the breeze, echoing the secrets it held within its decaying hull. Seaweed-clad remnants clung to its sides, telling tales of tumultuous voyages long past. Alex let out a low whistle, tracing the faded etchings on the ship's weathered surface. "This is incredible. Imagine the stories this old vessel could tell." Emily's analytical gaze scanned the shipwreck, noticing the peculiar markings etched into the wood. "There's something ominous about those symbols. We should be cautious." Emily's analytical gaze scanned the shipwreck, noticing the peculiar markings etched into the wood. "There's something ominous about those symbols. We should be cautious." Nate, unfazed by the foreboding atmosphere, strummed a carefree melody on his guitar, trying to lighten the mood. "Well, this sure beats any beach resort. Who's up for a closer look?" With a mix of apprehension and curiosity, they ventured toward the shipwreck, their footsteps leaving imprints in the soft sand. The haunting echoes of the waves crashing against the shore seemed to carry whispers of forgotten tales, urging the friends to explore the enigmatic vessel that lay before them. Little did they know, their journey into the heart of the shipwreck would unravel a story far darker and more mysterious than they could ever have imagined. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting long shadows that stretched across the deserted beach. Despite the warnings echoing in their minds, the friends couldn't resist the allure of unraveling the secrets hidden within the ship's haunting embrace. As they approached the shipwreck, Mia's adventurous spirit surged. Come on, guys. This is a chance of a lifetime. We can't just walk away without exploring a bit. Alex nodded in agreement, his curiosity piqued. Absolutely. Besides, legends are often exaggerated. Let's see for ourselves what this old ship has to offer. Emily hesitated, a faint unease tugging at her thoughts. I don't know, guys. Those symbols, those warnings from the locals. What if there's truth behind them? Nate flashed a reassuring smile, strumming a comforting melody on his guitar. Hey, it's just a ship, right? Nothing we can't handle. And think of the stories we'll have to tell. With hesitant yet determined steps, they crossed the threshold into the ship's looming shadow. The air grew heavy with an inexplicable weight, a feeling that tingled down their spines, hinting at an unseen presence observing their every move. Inside the ship's rusted hull, the echoes of their footsteps mingled with the eerie creaks and groans of the aged wood, creating an unsettling symphony that resonated through the time-worn corridors. Mia led the way, her flashlight cutting through the veil of darkness, illuminating forgotten corners and mysterious artifacts strewn about the deck. A tattered journal lay half-buried beneath layers of dust, its pages whispering tales of a doomed voyage and a curse that befell the ship. Emily's caution intensified as she examined the journal's cryptic entries. This isn't just folklore. Something terrible happened here. Emily's caution intensified as she examined the journal's cryptic entries. This isn't just folklore. Something terrible happened here. Alex's gaze followed the winding corridors, his voice tinged with apprehension. Maybe we should listen to the warnings and leave. There's an unsettling energy here. But Nate's fingers danced over the guitar strings, a melody weaving through the tension, momentarily soothing their nerves. Let's explore a bit more. There's got to be something more to this. Their exploration deepened, the mysteries of the shipwreck beckoning them further into the heart of its secrets. Unbeknownst to them, each step deeper into the ship's murky depths unraveled a tale steeped in darkness, a tale that yearned to be heard and ached to be silenced. Within the dilapidated ship's confines, the friends found themselves surrounded by relics frozen in time, each whispering fragments of the vessel's haunting past. Mia's fingers brushed against a weathered captain's log, its faded ink detailing the ship's ill-fated journey across treacherous waters. The entries spoke of a crew gripped by fear, tales of strange occurrences plaguing their voyage, and cryptic warnings etched hastily onto the pages. Alex stumbled upon a forgotten chest, its rusted lock yielding to their persistent efforts. Inside lay an array of trinkets, a tarnished compass, tarnished coins, and a worn medallion engraved with cryptic symbols that mirrored those etched into the ship's hull. Emily meticulously documented their findings, her analytical mind piecing together a puzzle steeped in mystery. These artifacts, they're more than remnants. They're a trail left behind, guiding us to something deeper. Nate's strumming slowed, his fingers dancing hesitantly over the guitar strings as an inexplicable tension hung in the air. Do you think these clues could lead us to the heart of what's haunting this place? As they delved further into the ship's labyrinthine corridors, they stumbled upon hidden chambers cloaked in shadows. Tattered paintings adorned the walls, depicting a sinister figure cloaked in darkness, its eyes seemingly following their every move. A sudden draft swept through the ship, extinguishing their flashlights and plunging them into an impenetrable darkness. Whispers, faint at first, echoed through the corridors, growing louder with each passing moment. Nia's heart raced as she fumbled for her flashlight, her voice quivering. "Did you hear that?" It sounded like voices. Emily's hands trembled as she clutched her notes, the hairs on the back of her neck standing on end. This ship holds more than just artifacts. It holds a presence, a malevolent force. The cryptic symbols etched across the ship's walls seemed to pulsate in the dim light as if awakening from a dormant slumber. The friends realized they were now alone within the confines of the vessel. The ship held secrets, and whatever lurked within its time-worn planks was beginning to stir, hungry for release from its spectral prison. As the night descended upon the isolated beach, an ominous shroud enveloped the shipwreck, and the friends found themselves caught in a whirlwind of inexplicable events. Muffled whispers echoed through the hollow chambers, their source impossible to pinpoint. Shadows danced along the walls, contorting into eerie shapes that seemed to watch their every move. Alex's flashlight flickered intermittently, casting erratic beams of light that revealed fleeting glimpses of unsettling figures lurking in the ship's darkest corners. "Did you see that? There's something moving in there." Nia's breath hitched as the air grew thick with an oppressive silence, broken only by unexplained knocks and rattles that echoed through the ship's time-worn hull. "This place is playing tricks on us. I swear I heard footsteps." Emily's analytical mind raced, attempting to rationalize the inexplicable. It could be the old structure settling, or something else entirely. Nate's usually carefree demeanor faltered as a chill raced down his spine. "I don't like this." It's as if the ship itself is alive, breathing with a presence we can't see. Flickering lights cast eerie shadows that danced across the rusted metal, creating an otherworldly ambience. The friends huddled closer, seeking solace in each other's presence as an unsettling sense of being watched bore down upon them. As the night wore on, the ship seemed to pulsate with a haunting energy, its very essence alive with an unseen force. Whispers grew louder, disembodied voices murmured long-forgotten secrets, and a palpable tension hung heavy in the air. The friends realized they were no longer just exploring a relic of the past, they were entangled in a sinister dance with forces beyond their comprehension. And amidst the flickering lights and inexplicable noises, they knew that the ship held something far darker and more malevolent than they could have ever imagined. As the friends continued their exploration, their footsteps echoed through the maze-like corridors of the shipwreck. Emily, drawn by a subtle intuition, veered off the beaten path, her flashlight illuminating a concealed passageway obscured by layers of decay and neglect. "Guys, over here," she called out, her voice a mixture of excitement and trepidation. "Guys, over here," she called out, her voice a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The others hurried to her side, their curiosity piqued by the discovery. The narrow passage led to a hidden chamber. Its entrance was adorned with cryptic symbols etched into the weathered walls, a mosaic of ancient markings that seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly glow in the dim light. Nia gasped, her eyes wide with wonder and unease. What is this place?" Alex's gaze swept across the chamber, the symbols resonating with a sense of familiarity that sent shivers down his spine. "These symbols, they're similar to the ones we found on the artifacts. There's a connection here." Nate strummed a few chords on his guitar, trying to dispel the unease settling over them. "Looks like we've stumbled upon something significant. But what does it all mean?" Emily, ever the logical thinker, approached the symbols with a mixture of caution and fascination. She traced the intricate patterns with her fingers, feeling a faint energy emanating from the ancient inscriptions. These symbols might hold the key to understanding the ship's history, maybe even the source of its haunting. As they ventured deeper into the chamber, a foreboding hush descended, amplifying the eerie ambience. The air crackled with otherworldly energy, and a sense of being watched intensified. Suddenly, a faint glow emerged from the center of the chamber, illuminating a peculiar altar adorned with an ancient artifact, a medallion bearing the same cryptic symbols as the ones etched throughout the ship. Nia's voice trembled with a mixture of awe and apprehension. Is that the source of all this? Nia's voice trembled with a mixture of awe and apprehension. Is that the source of all this? Their discovery unearthed more questions than answers, and the chamber seemed to hold secrets that begged to be deciphered. Little did they know that their foray into the heart of the ship's mysteries would bring them face to face with an entity that had long yearned for release. Its presence stirring as they edged closer to unraveling the truth hidden within the cryptic symbols. As the friends hovered around the enigmatic altar, their curiosity outweighed their caution. Alex reached out hesitantly, fingers grazing the surface of the ancient medallion, his touch sending ripples of energy through the chamber. A faint hum resonated through the air, growing in intensity with each passing moment. The medallion glowed with an ethereal radiance, illuminating the chamber in an otherworldly light. Nia's voice quavered with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. What's happening? Did we activate something? Before anyone could respond, a series of ancient gears and mechanisms hidden within the walls rumbled to life, their movements echoing through the ship with a haunting resonance. Emily's eyes widened in alarm. We need to get out. This wasn't just a chamber, it was a containment. But it was too late. The chamber trembled, and the very foundation of the ship seemed to groan in protest as a spectral mist emerged from the altar, swirling and coalescing into a malevolent form, a presence that had slumbered for centuries, now awakened by their inadvertent touch. A chilling wind swept through the chamber, carrying whispers of forgotten tongues, as the entity's presence loomed, a dark and foreboding figure cloaked in shadows. Nate strummed his guitar frantically, a futile attempt to dispel the encroaching darkness. We've unleashed something beyond our understanding. The friends scrambled to escape, their frantic footsteps echoing through the corridors. But the ship seemed to conspire against them, twisting passages and sealing exits. As the malevolent force surged, the ship quaked with an otherworldly fury. Shadowy tendrils snaked through the corridors, reaching out with a spectral grasp, their haunting whispers reverberating through the air. With a deafening roar, the ship seemed to convulse, and the friends found themselves engulfed in an inky darkness. Trapped within the confines of a vessel now under the sway of an ancient and vengeful force, awakened from its slumber by their unwitting intrusion. Their journey into the heart of the ship's mysteries had unleashed a malevolence that threatened to consume them all. As the night fell over the coastal town of Willow Creek, the friends retreated to their respective accommodations, seeking refuge from the harrowing events at the shipwreck. Yet, sleep offered no sanctuary as haunting nightmares crept into their subconscious, entwining their dreams with the ship's grim past. Nia tossed and turned in her bed, visions of ghostly apparitions and echoing screams haunting her sleep. She jolted awake, drenched in cold sweat, the remnants of her nightmare clinging to her mind like a malevolent fog. Alex, usually unfazed, found himself tormented by dreams of a phantom crew lost at sea, their anguished faces etched into his mind. Each night, The visions grew more vivid, a relentless reminder of the ship's tragic history. Emily's nights became a mosaic of cryptic symbols and voices whispering arcane incantations. The nightmares drew her deeper into the ship's mysteries, blurring the lines between reality and the haunting echoes of the past. Nate's dreams echoed with haunting melodies and ghostly echoes, a chilling symphony that seemed to mimic the ship's lament. Each night, the melodies grew more haunting, leaving him in a state of restless unease upon waking. Their shared experiences seemed inexplicable, yet the nightmares bound them together, each one a chilling echo of the ship's grim tale. Despite their attempts to shake off the haunting dreams, the boundary between the waking world and the spectral realm blurred, leaving them questioning the sanity of their reality. The nightmares became a relentless chorus, a spectral reminder that their encounter with the ship had woven their fates with the echoes of its past. Little did they know, the malevolent force awakened within the ship sought to ensnare them within its dark narrative, weaving their dreams into the fabric of its haunting history. As days passed, an unsettling transformation began to unfold within the circle of friends. Subtle changes crept into their behaviors, a disconcerting shift that seemed to stem from their haunting encounter with the shipwreck. Mia, once exuberant and adventurous, grew withdrawn, her laughter replaced by moments of solemn silence. She bore an inexplicable weariness, dark circles beneath her eyes hinting at sleepless nights haunted by spectral visions. Alex, usually the voice of reason, displayed uncharacteristic bouts of agitation and paranoia. His gaze often darted around, as if he expected unseen forces to pounce upon them at any moment. He spoke of strange sensations and whispers that lingered in the corners of his mind. Emily, known for her logical approach, started delving obsessively into ancient texts and maritime histories, her once methodical research bordering on an obsession to unravel the ship's enigmatic past. Her notes were filled with cryptic symbols, trying to decipher the riddles haunting her dreams. Nate, the carefree soul, seemed to lose his musical inspiration. His melodies turned discordant, haunted by eerie echoes that mirrored the ghostly tunes from his nightmares. He bore inexplicable bruises and scratches, injuries he couldn't recall receiving. Their conversations grew strained, filled with anxious glances and unspoken fears. They noticed the changes in each other, a disconcerting mirror of their unsettling transformations. Whispers of ancient curses and spectral influences lingered in the air, casting a pall of unease over their once unbreakable bond. Despite their efforts to dismiss the changes as mere coincidence, the injuries and shifts in behavior persisted, each one a disquieting testament to the lingering malevolence they had unwittingly awakened within the shipwreck. Little did they know, the spectral force they had encountered sought to intertwine their destinies with its own, leaving them ensnared in a web of eerie occurrences that defied rational explanation. As the haunting presence continued to tighten its grip on their lives, the friends found themselves at a crossroads, their bond strained by inexplicable occurrences and the looming shadow of the malevolent force. Gathered in a dimly lit room, surrounded by remnants of their investigations, they exchanged wary glances, a silent acknowledgement of the peril they faced. Mia's voice was filled with determination, though tinged with an undercurrent of fear. We can't ignore this any longer. We need to confront the ship's history. Find a way to put this, whatever it is, to rest. Emily nodded in agreement, her eyes reflecting a mixture of resolve and concern. We have the clues, the artifacts, the nightmares. We need to piece it all together, understand the ship's past. and find a way to break whatever curse lingers within its confines. Nate's fingers idly strummed his guitar, a faint melody that echoed the tension in the room. I'm with you guys. But how do we even begin to unravel centuries-old mysteries? Alex, the weight of their predicament evident in his furrowed brow, spoke with a newfound determination. We'll start by seeking help. Maybe there's someone who knows more about the ship's history, its past voyages, and the curses that linger. Their resolve solidified, they embarked on a relentless quest for answers. They scoured libraries, sought guidance from historians, and delved into ancient maritime records, piecing together fragments of the ship's grim history. Each revelation brought them closer to the heart of the haunting, unveiling tales of treacherous voyages, ancient curses, and the restless spirits that plagued the ship. As they connected the dots, patterns emerged, linking their experiences to the ship's past. They realized the entity they had awakened was tied to a curse, seeking retribution for long-forgotten transgressions. Armed with newfound knowledge and a determination to break the curse, they prepared for a final confrontation, knowing that unraveling the ship's history was their only hope of putting the malevolent force to rest and freeing themselves from its spectral grasp. With their determination set, the friends sought aid from a renowned historian known for expertise in maritime legends and cursed artifacts. Dr. Evelyn Hartley, a scholarly figure with a penchant for unraveling enigmatic tales, became their beacon of hope in the storm of uncertainty. Arranging a meeting with Dr. Hartley in her dimly lit study, lined with ancient tomes and faded maps, they presented their findings, sharing their harrowing encounter with the haunted shipwreck. Dr. Hartley's keen eyes scanned through their notes and artifacts, her expression shifting from curiosity to concern. The stories surrounding that ship are far from ordinary. It's steeped in a history of tragedy and curses that have echoed through the ages. As they recounted their nightmares and inexplicable experiences, Dr. Hartley's scholarly demeanor softened with empathy. What you stumbled upon is not just a vessel, but a repository of malevolent energy, a curse that seeks restitution for the sins of the past. With a gesture, she beckoned them closer, guiding their focus to an ancient text adorned with faded illustrations depicting the ship's tale. Legends speak of an ancient ritual, a way to lay restless spirits to rest. But it's perilous, and its success hinges on understanding the ship's curse and appeasing the vengeful force within. Evelyn's voice resonated with wisdom. To break the curse, you must return what was taken. Make amends for the past transgressions that fueled the wrath haunting the ship. The friends absorbed her words, realizing the gravity of their task. With Dr. Hartley's guidance, they meticulously prepared for the ritual, gathering artifacts, deciphering cryptic symbols, and delving deeper into the ship's dark history. Armed with knowledge and a glimmer of hope, they stood at the precipice of a daunting endeavor, ready to face the spectral force that had entwined their fates with the ship's haunting past. Under Dr. Hartley's guidance, they ventured back to the beach, to the looming shipwreck, prepared to confront the malevolent force and put an end to its centuries-old curse. Gathered within the spectral embrace of the shipwreck, the friends stood in a circle, surrounded by relics and artifacts carefully arranged according to Dr. Hartley's instructions. The air crackled with otherworldly energy, a palpable tension that echoed the impending confrontation with the awakened entity. Dr. Hartley led the ritual, her voice resonating with ancient incantations, weaving a tapestry of words that sought to bind the malevolent force within the vessel's ethereal confines. The friends joined in, their voices blending in harmony with the rhythmic cadence of the ritual. The artifacts glowed with an eerie luminescence, the cryptic symbols etched into the walls pulsating in response to the incantations. A haunting melody, reminiscent of the ghostly tunes from their nightmares, echoed through the corridors, adding an ethereal layer to the ritual. As they chanted, the ship trembled, a tempest of spectral energy swirling around them. Whispers echoed in the air, voices of the past seeking retribution, but the friends remained steadfast, their determination unwavering. With each verse of the incantation, the malevolent force seemed to weaken, its presence diminishing. Shadows danced across the walls, merging and dissolving into an ethereal mist that hovered above the altar. In a crescendo of unearthly whispers and flickering lights, the ritual reached its climax. The friends poured their resolve into the final verses, a unified chant seeking to contain the entity once and for all. A blinding surge of spectral energy engulfed the chamber, enveloping the friends in an ethereal glow. For a suspended moment, time seemed to stand still, the weight of their combined efforts bearing down upon the shipwreck. And then, as abruptly as it had begun, the ritual subsided. The eerie ambience dissipated, leaving behind an eerie silence that reverberated through the ship's hallowed halls. Exhausted but hopeful, the friends exchanged glances, a mix of relief and trepidation in their eyes. Dr. Hartley nodded solemnly, a silent acknowledgement of their courage in facing the malevolent force. They emerged from the shipwreck, uncertain of the ritual's outcome, but a sense of peace washed over them. The haunting nightmares had ceased, and the inexplicable changes in behavior and injuries faded away. It seemed that, at least for now, the curse that had plagued them had been contained within the confines of the ship. The entity silenced by their collective efforts and the guidance of the ancient ritual. As the friends cautiously ventured out from the shipwreck's depths, a sense of eerie calm settled over the beach. The once turbulent atmosphere surrounding the haunted vessel seemed to have dissipated, replaced by an unsettling stillness. Suddenly, a spectral mist coalesced into a chilling silhouette at the ship's entrance, a manifestation of the vengeful force they had sought to contain. The entity, now a phantom of rage and sorrow, glared at them with eyes that held centuries of resentment. Nia's voice quivered, yet laced with determination. We did what we had to. It's time for you to rest, to find peace. The apparition's form contorted in anguish, its ethereal presence undulating with a cacophony of mournful wails that echoed across the deserted beach. Alex stepped forward, his voice unwavering. We understand your pain, but your curse ends here. We've honored your story. It's time to move on. The spirit's spectral form surged, a tempest of spectral energy swirling around them. Wisps of shadowy tendrils lashed out, a final attempt to reclaim its hold on the living realm. Emily's voice rang out with conviction, her gaze unwavering. We've broken the cycle. Your hold on us ends now. With each passing moment, the apparition's presence waned, its ethereal form flickering like a dying flame. The air crackled with residual energy, a battle between the force seeking retribution and the friend's unwavering resolve. Nate strummed his guitar softly, a melody that resonated with empathy and understanding. Your story will be remembered, but it's time to find peace. In a final surge of spectral fury, the entity let out a haunting cry, its form dissipating into a gentle wisp that vanished into the ocean breeze. Silence descended upon the beach, broken only by the lapping of waves against the shore. The friends exchanged a solemn glance, a silent acknowledgement of the ordeal they had faced together. Dr. Hartley emerged from the shadows, a faint smile gracing her lips. You've done it. You've put the restless spirit to rest. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue across the tranquil sea, a sense of closure washed over the friends. The haunting chapter of the ship's cursed legacy had reached its conclusion, and they stood united, stronger for having faced the spectral force together. As the haunting presence dissipated into the ether, a lingering sense of relief intertwined with an air of solemnity settled upon the friends. The weight of their collective ordeal had lifted. Yet an unspoken understanding lingered among them. The victory over the malevolent force had come at a cost. Gathered around a crackling bonfire on the beach, the friends sat in contemplative silence, their gazes fixed upon the starlit horizon. Memories of their harrowing journey mingled with the tranquil ambience of the night, weaving a tapestry of emotions that bound them together. Nia, usually brimming with vitality, sat lost in thought, her eyes clouded with a poignant reflection. Alex, stoic and resolute, remained deep in contemplation, the flickering flames reflecting in his solemn gaze. Emily's gaze drifted toward the shipwreck, a mix of relief and sorrow etched across her features. Nate, strumming a soft melody on his guitar, echoed the bittersweet symphony of their shared experiences. Dr. Hartley, joining them by the fire, offered a comforting presence amidst the somber atmosphere. You faced an ancient force, and your courage has brought peace. But such encounters leave marks, ones that linger long after the battle is won. The friends exchanged a knowing glance, acknowledging the toll their confrontation with the malevolent force had taken. Unspoken scars adorned their hearts, a testament to the sacrifices made to break the curse that had ensnared them. As the night deepened, a sense of closure settled upon them. The haunting nightmares had ceased. The inexplicable changes in behavior had faded, and the shipwreck stood silent, its secrets locked away once more. With a shared nod, the friends rose from the fire's warmth, a silent pact forged in the trials they had endured. They bid farewell to the beach, to the haunting echoes of the ship's past, and to the spectral force they had faced with unwavering resolve. Their bond, forged through the crucible of adversity, remained unbroken, a testament to their resilience in the face of the supernatural. As they departed, the whispers of the ship's haunting tale echoed faintly in the night, a reminder of the valor that had quelled the malevolent force, but not without leaving indelible marks upon their souls. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of soft pastels, the friends stood on the tranquil beach, their footsteps leaving imprints on the sand, marking the end of a chapter fraught with spectral encounters and haunting mysteries. Nia, her spirit tempered by the trials they had faced, cast a fond glance at the shipwreck, a mix of gratitude and farewell in her eyes. Alex, the weight of their shared ordeal etched in his demeanor, offered a silent nod of respect to the ancient vessel. Emily lingered a moment longer, a final glance toward the horizon where the ship stood in silent repose, a testament to their journey into the realm of the supernatural. Nate's melodic strumming echoed faintly, a poignant melody that carried the echoes of their shared experiences. Dr. Hartley stood by their side, a bastion of wisdom and guidance, her reassuring presence a symbol of the resilience they had discovered within themselves. With a collective sigh, they turned away, each step carrying them further from the haunting shores, leaving behind the remnants of a chapter that had forever altered their lives. As they embarked on their separate paths, a newfound strength resonated within them, a resilience forged through the crucible of adversity, a bond fortified by the shared encounter with the supernatural. The beach, once a stage for eerie echoes and spectral whispers, now lay serene, the secrets of the shipwreck resting undisturbed beneath the gentle caress of the ocean's embrace. With hearts heavy with both closure and introspection, the friends carried the memories of their haunting journey, forever changed by encounters with forces beyond the realm of the ordinary. As the sun climbed higher, casting its golden rays upon the tranquil waters, they departed, leaving the beach and the ship behind, forever marked by the echoes of their encounter with the supernatural, and yet strengthened by the unbreakable bond forged amidst the haunting rhythms of their shared experience.
I'm an icon, man. I'm a girl about a 10. I should fuck her in a Benz.